Hi, Ernest. How are you? Let me try to get this centered here. I'm gonna move my light. Okay. Let's see, how does that look? Hopefully okay. So, Ernest, I think if I'm remembering correctly, you're in Germany. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it evening for you? There we go. I lived there back in 06 to 09. Got it. Okay. So where are you currently? Are you in the US? I was stationed in Pisek. Okay, cool. Very nice. Live in Maryland. I lived in Maryland for a year, actually. I lived in Hyattsville. I worked in Washington, D.C. for a little less than a year. I took a job out there out of curiosity, and also because most of my friends from college and study abroad and childhood happened to be in DC. But I just really didn't like the vibe of DC, I'll be honest. It was a little too, I would say, like, just hustle, 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 network. Yeah, it wasn't my vibe. So I lived in Hyattsville, Maryland for a year, and then I decided to move back home to Minnesota. Hi, Wilco. I remember you. I'm just unboxing some stuff I got on Amazon. I got some orange food coloring because I'm making a festive autumn dessert probably next week. I also got an adjustable stand to hold my phone. I currently put my phone on a cake stand to prop it up and talk to you. So I figured I should actually get a real mobile stand. Michael Ardu, you are fair. I don't understand your question, Michael. I agree with the vibe. Yeah, I mean, my best friend from childhood, we didn't plan it this way, but we happened to move out to the Washington, D.C. area for work at the same exact time. Like within a month of each other, we both moved to D.C. And she still lives out there to this day, loves it out there, and I was like the opposite. I was there for a year and I was like, this just isn't my place. You know, all my friends in the world couldn't keep me there. I was like, I gotta go home. I miss Minnesota. Hi, my incast, sorry. Mega Grumble, I am not understanding your question or your comment. What do you think of this as a full-time job? Do you mean like being a YouTuber full-time? If that's what you're asking, I think I've gone back and forth about this so much because I really do love my job. I refer to it as like my terminal 9 to 5 because I could see myself working my job for the rest of my life. It's interesting, it pays well, I love the people there, everyone's really smart, everyone's really nice. It just has everything I would ever want in a job. So, I don't know, because being a full-time YouTuber in my head means like you don't have a full-time other job. So undecided. I'm currently not a full-time YouTuber, but we'll see what happens. I broke my wrists. Oh no. I'm sorry, Mega Grumble. That's really rough. As in time, money. Okay. What do you think of this as a full-time job? As in time, money. I don't know. Dilshad Ali. Hi. Hello. Brando Rios is asking, what's your job? I'm an auditor, and people are like, okay, so what does that mean? Though, what I do for work is I audit government programs, not financially, but I actually see if government programs are performing well, if they're using money properly, and if they're actually, like, serving the people that they intend to serve. And it can be anything that the government does. It could be education, it could be wildlife management, it could be school curriculum and testing. Literally any program that the government is running, I potentially get to look at. And so my projects change year to year. So it's always something new that I get to look at every year. And I love it. How are you typing? I don't know. LOL, my best friend lives here. I met him in Washington State when we were stationed at Fort Lewis. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. You were deployed to Iraq. To me, that sounds really stressful. Mjolnir's Wrath. Government programs performing well. Am I on another timeline or something? Some of the ones that I look at, or my employer looks at, they do a good job, and then other ones are like really, really underperforming, even getting to the point of like fraud and waste, and like there's a range. I will say that, like, what we end up finding is like some programs are doing awesome, some are not, and that's what makes it interesting, because going into it, it's like, I wonder what we're gonna find. I am a Indian, and I want to join you. Well, we're very far apart because I'm nowhere close to India, Dilshad. Hi, whatever. Can you say hi, Talon? Hi, Talon. Hi, Job. Failure Gaming. Hello. Oh my goodness, I don't know that language that you're typing, Failure Gaming. Reacher. I don't know what Reacher is. Also, don't forget to vote, guys. I was deciding what to put in my poll for today, and I decided to go with Disney princesses / like hero characters. Belly button, please. No, I'm kind of developing a running list of rules for my live streams, and I mean, I think it's kind of like a basic one, but there's no like revealing of any kind on my streams. It's literally, you should expect to just see me sitting here, either like drinking coffee or I don't know, but there's no, whatever you see me wearing is what you're gonna see me wearing for the whole stream. Hi, happy to meet you. Shrigmatius, one of my rules for my lives is no politics, just because I like it. I like to keep it like not political, welcoming, positive, so I don't talk about politics on my lives. I hope you're doing well as well. Happy to meet you. Mjolnir's Wrath, Meteor 2024. Hi, Back to the Future. Hello. How's your sister doing? I think she's doing well. I was talking to her yesterday. She and I are going to be running a 10-mile race tomorrow morning. You guys, the race starts at 7 a.m. This is so rough for someone who is not a morning person at all. I'm completely a night owl. I mean, my natural bedtime, if I didn't have a day job, it would be like 4 a.m. I'm not even kidding. So, yeah. We're running a race tomorrow. It's going to be really, really fun. It's like the process of waking up is what's most painful for me. But once you're like ready to go, you're dressed, you've gone and you're at the finish line and you're ready for the race gun to go off, that's really fun. But I think the wake up tomorrow is going to be really, really rough. I'm going to have to get up at like probably 5. So bad. But Rachel's doing good. I think she still has to go. So before the race tomorrow, you have to go to this convention center in St. Paul and go and like give them your ID, and then they'll hand you your race packet, and it has your race bib that you pin to the front of your outermost layer, and they also give you like a technical shirt, like a running shirt that you can run in if you want. It has like the race name and the year. So I know that Rachie still has to go to St. Paul and get her race packet today. So I think that's what Rachie's up to. Okay, I missed some comments. Okay, Chicago. Hi, Chicago. I freaking love Chicago. Mighty Midwest. I love it. I would say growing up, we didn't do as a family, we didn't go on like very extravagant vacations. We went to California once, but mostly it was Midwest like road trips, and Chicago was such a fave growing up. We would road trip all the way from Minneapolis down to Chicago. It's about a 6 hour drive on the road, but I love Chicago. You guys have beautiful Lake Michigan there. We have Lake Superior. I'm all about the lakeside vibes, so much love for Chicago. Hi, Admir. Your favorite Disney princess is Cinderella. Is okay, so I'm not gonna tell you what the answer is yet. I usually close the poll at about 1 hour into my stream, so I'm seeing 37 votes so far. Let's get a few more, and then I'll let you know who my favorite. I realized that not all female characters in the Disney movies are princesses, so that's why I wrote princess slash heroine, because it's like the main hero female figure. Road to 10 miles, you are awesome. You got it. Thank you. Happy to meet you. Yeah, I love distance running, you guys. For those of you who don't know, I am a distance runner. I've run 3 marathons at this point. My ultimate goal for marathon running is, well, I should say, number 1, I want to qualify for Boston Marathon. It's so competitive. It's so hard. I mean, to get the qualifying time, it's, oh my gosh, it's hard. So that's my first marathon goal. And then my second marathon goal is to run all 6 of the world marathon majors, and those are the Chicago Marathon, the New York City Marathon, the Boston Marathon, the London Marathon, the Berlin Marathon, and the Tokyo Marathon. So they're all over the place. I mean, 3 of them are here in the United States. The other 3 are overseas. I would love to complete all 6 of those, but Boston I want to be the first one that I do of those 6. That's crazy to me now. I used to love running, but now it's crazy to run long distance. I will say this, I grew up as a sprinter and a soccer player. I played as a forward when I was a soccer player, so it was just like short sprints and then a lot of walking when the ball was elsewhere on the field. And then I ran track and field in high school, and I only did like 100 meters, 200 meters, and 400 meters. And at the time I was like, anything longer than 400 meters sounds like torture. Like, why would anyone run long distance? It's boring. What do you occupy? Like, I would need music. I would need something to do. It's just, I didn't understand why anyone would run long distance. And here I am now, many, many years later, and I just love long distance running. I find it to be a good challenge because I think naturally I'm very good at sprinting. Like, it always came, like, I always was very fast. I was like one of the fastest girls in my grade. So I think that was just a natural gift I had. I don't even know if gift is the right word, but long distance is definitely more of a challenge. I find that, I have plenty of friends who are, they can easily qualify for the Boston Marathon, and they're like sprinting the whole way, and I'm just like, wow, I really don't think I don't have as much of a natural talent for this as my friends do. So I like it as a challenge. Justin Norris. Okay. Robert Adamski. Hi, how was your day so far? Hi, Robert. I don't think I recognize your username, but it's good to have you here. Sorry if you've been here in my lives before. My day is great. I slept in super, super late. I was actually filming an episode. So on my channel, for those of you who don't know, I mostly feature like vegan and gluten-free food. I also like to feature some running vlogs and some just personal like birthdays, traveling kind of vlogs. So I'm doing good. I filmed an episode yesterday. It's going to be Monday's episode, so I still have to edit that. I slept in really late today. I woke up at 11:30 in the morning. Because I just was so tired. I needed to catch up on some sleep. So I'm doing well. How is your day going so far, Robert? I'm living in Charlotte area now, but I have a lot of love I have love for my college town. Me too. Me too. Back to the Future. I guessed Princess Jasmine. I'm hoping that you guys are like pretty split on what I put in the options. I love London, Ernest. I've been there twice. I'm obsessed with the UK. I'm actually watching English Premier League right now. I'm watching Everton versus Newcastle. I think they're currently playing. This is a live game. But I'm just obsessed with the UK. I've said this before on my lives, but I would happily become a dual citizen between the United States and Great Britain because there's something about their culture I just love. I love it, love it, love it. So yeah, London is beautiful. I would love to get back. Ink Stain says, that's what I feel about weightlifting. Yeah, I never got into weightlifting. Robert, do you like my profile pic? It's really small right now in the chat. It's hard to tell what that is. Is it I don't know. I can't answer your question because currently in the chat, the little icons for people's profiles are so tiny. I used to run 7 miles every day when I lived in Georgia, but I ended up getting hurt and not able to run. Yeah, Ernest, I feel like I just made so many mistakes when I first got into long distance running. I was going way too fast. I wasn't properly warming up. I didn't do any cross training. It was just like running, running, running and nothing else. And I feel like over the years I've become a more well-rounded runner where I do run a lot of miles every week, but I try to do strength training. I try to stretch. I do cross training as like yoga, or I'll just go for like a 3 mile easy walk, wherever I am. So I got injured my first marathon round because I didn't have like a really good training plan. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was like, I'm just gonna go out and follow the plan and like run as hard as I possibly can for every training run, and that's not at all how you're supposed to train if you want to like get better. Robert Adamski. Good. Okay. I went to Yale in New Haven, Connecticut, but every time I tell people they look at me different. I do not want to be judged, so I say a local university. Oh, that's so cool. I went to Yale as well. Go Bulldogs. I haven't been back to New Haven since I graduated, but yeah, I don't tell people that I went to Yale either because they're like, oh my God, what? It's just like, whatever. Like, I tried so hard in high school. Like, I really wanted to get good grades. I enjoyed school. I was a good student. I went to a good public school. So I just was like, whatever. Whenever I try not to tell people, but when they ask specifically, I'll tell them. And I just say, you know what? I tried really, really hard. Robert, it's a cat. Oh, okay. I like cats. I was watching a really, really cute cat video on this YouTube channel I love called The Dodo this morning. Bole Bitu, hello. It's a cat in a bag. Okay. Shrivanshu is asking, when are you coming to India? Boy, not anytime soon. I don't really have any plans for coming to India. Danish, I'm from the United States. I was born and raised in Minnesota. Hi, Garuda Legends. It's been a while. Hello, good to see you. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you for stopping by. I didn't know you went there. That's awesome. I knew we were special. Thank you. Happy to meet you. I'm gonna hop off just literally for 2 seconds. I have the worst allergies, guys. I'm just gonna grab a Kleenex super quickly. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I was out on my, I just went outside for a little outside just time with my coffee this morning, and I swear to God, like the autumn allergies are really, really getting to me. Yeah, happy to meet you. Which residential college were you in? I always like asking, because I don't know, I have opinions, but... yeah, Yale is a great place. All right, I'm going to see what you guys are saying in the poll. Cinderella, 31%. Princess Jasmine, 30%. Mulan, 22%. Belle, 17%. What was your major? So I double majored. I was a political science and German language major. And it's funny because the reason why I majored in German is because I had this amazing, amazing German teacher starting in seventh grade, and then I just continued on through high school, all like every single year. I went to Germany my summer after my junior year of high school. I don't know, I was 16, I think at the time, 16 or 17. And then I literally just kept taking German classes like every year of college. And I was like, amazing. I literally have taken enough credits that I can just like claim this as a major. And my mom was like, you might want to like, have a more broad major that's like a little more, like if an employer is looking at your resume, they're like, okay, she speaks German, but like, what other skills are there here? So my mom encouraged me to like look at a second major that was a bit broader. So I went with political science, which I loved. What did you major in? Happy to meet you. Heidi, you're so pretty. I'm from India. Hi, Saba. Thank you so much. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day so far. And I don't know how many hours ahead you would be from me, but I'm guessing it's going to be evening your time. So currently Cinderella has the most votes, and then second is Princess Jasmine. This is really entertaining. I love it. Hearing what you guys have to say. I'm just breaking down some boxes. Hey Hannes, I'm so sorry again. You don't need to be sorry, Hanfa. It's good to see you again. I hope you're having a good day. And if you haven't voted, be sure to vote. Try to guess what my favorite Disney princess is. Where are you from? I noticed you're a very emotional, sensitive person. I am from, I was born here in the United States. I grew up in Minnesota, which is a northern state close to Canada. If you're wondering about what my ethnic background is, I'm half Ethiopian. My dad is an Ethiopian immigrant to the United States. He came over in the 80s. And then my mom is kind of a mix of different European ethnicities. We know she's part English, and then likely she's also German, Irish, and Dutch. So I'm like half black, half white. Specifically half Ethiopian, half like a Euro mix. Arts and science, nice. Love it. Hi, Amit. Good to see you. Garuda Legends. Oh my gosh, Garuda Legends. What a question. I was literally yesterday watching a podcast of this like entrepreneur guy. He was kind of reminding me of Elon Musk, and he was wearing a shirt that said "Colonize Mars." And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not informed enough to make an opinion on this. It fascinates me. I think it's interesting that people want to go to Mars and like set up a colony of human beings out there. I took a couple of astronomy classes in college, and I remember thinking it was really interesting that I think on the surface of Mars, there's it almost looks like riverbeds. So there's evidence that there once was water and perhaps life on Mars as well. That's what I'm remembering. So, I mean, I think it's really cool that we're just venturing out into space. So it's kind of where I stand as far as the Mars exploration goes. Saba, nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Amit, I'm doing well. I'm having a great day so far. Very exciting day, actually. So my dad, he's been in Ethiopia since the end of August. So it's been like 6 weeks. He's literally flying home as I speak. Like he's probably somewhere over like New Jersey or New York somewhere because he left Ethiopia on a plane yesterday, and so he's been flying. It's a very long journey to get back home here. But he's landing today, this afternoon, so I'm actually going to be going over to my parents' house and like welcoming him back. So I'm very excited to have him back. I'm very close with my dad. He's the greatest. He's so funny. So yeah, it's going to be really. It just his absence has been so strange for the last 6 weeks because I see him every week. How are you doing, Amit? Sorry I missed some of what you said, but that's great. I guess my property line isn't where I thought it was. Oh, that sounds really stressful, the Lost. The Lost, where do you live? I'm curious to know. It sounds like you live in a place where marijuana is not legal. So in Minnesota, that's the state that I live in the United States. And we just made marijuana legal last year. So it's now, all over the city. There's now like cannabis, marijuana, CBD shops that sell all kinds of products because we recently just made marijuana legal. So I'm curious to know where you live, the Lost. I'm actually from Mars, says Shrigmatius. I grew up in the craters. Amit, where are you from? I'm from Minnesota. I have no sister. Now you are my younger sister. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much, Sava. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I go to space every night, says Dominion. I always wonder if Handsome Dan is really handsome, but he is so cute. He really is. I do love Handsome Dan. I don't think I would ever own a bulldog myself, but I remember seeing Handsome Dan. It was very fun. For those of you who don't know, Handsome Dan is the mascot for Yale. Thank you, Amit. That's a long flight. Yeah, it really is a long flight. I mean, so I'm gonna go over to my parents' house to like say, hi, Dad, like, welcome back. Like, I'm a little reluctant to like hug him and be close because I swear, like, every person I know who's gotten back from an international trip, like multiple people I know, each of them has gotten COVID. Like, either, I don't know what happened, but just they've come home sick. So I'm like, oh, I really, really don't want to pick up a bug at this point. Just, I have a race tomorrow and I'm very busy at work right now. So I'm going to welcome my dad home. Can't wait, but I might keep a little bit of social distance there. Thank you, Flora. Amit, can I join you? I'm going to say no. You have any advice for someone who has narcissistic parents? I don't. I mean, I feel like I'm not in a position to answer that because I think that my parents were very selfless when they were raising me and my sister. They were very invested, wanted us to do well. So I definitely don't feel qualified to answer that question. Let's see, Hannah, my father was an army officer and he passed away. My father got honorary award for his honesty. I missed a lot. Oh, no. That's really sad, Saba. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm very close with my parents. I love having them close by and I see them all the time, so I can't imagine. It must be really tough to lose a parent. I'm waiting for the poll results. So I think, I'm just checking the time because I am going over to my parents' house pretty soon. I think I'm going to close the poll in like half an hour. So I'm going to keep you guys in suspense for a little bit longer. I am Indian. How much time is it there right now? So right now it's 1:30 in the evening, or in the afternoon. 1:30 p.m. is the time. What time is it for you, Amit? Okay. Ooh, it changed a little bit in the poll. So now most of you are saying Princess Jasmine, 34%. All right. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's already midnight for you. That's crazy, Abit. Oh. So many sniffles, guys. I'm not sick. I just have allergies. I swear. I'm not kidding. I'm single, one daughter. Hannah, you're so good and natural. I pray to my Jesus, give all happiness in your life. Amen. Thank you, Saba. You're very sweet for saying that. Let's see. I'm just gonna drink some water. All right, I think actually I wasn't paying attention to the soccer game I had on live, but I think they tied 0-0. Let's see. I just love watching the English Premier League. It's so fun. Yeah, 0-0. That's my least favorite score with soccer games. Literally no goals and no winner. Not very fun. Bloodshot Eyes 420. What nationality are you? I am American. I am from the United States. I was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, so I'm an American citizen. Garuda Legends, do you think lab-grown meat will be a success or fad food? I don't know. I don't know too much about it, so I really can't guess. What was your favorite food when you went to the UK? I had the most incredible curry when I went to the UK. It was in London. I want to say it was like India Palace or India. I can't remember because this was like 6 years ago, but I had the most delicious Indian food when I was in the UK. It was fantastic. They actually gave, so I was traveling there with a friend of mine from college, and they gave each of us a rose at the end of our meal, and I thought that was so sweet. So it was just a great meal overall. Happy to Meet You is asking, what team do you like in soccer? I love so many teams. So my dad is a Chelsea fan, and so I root for Chelsea. I also really love Arsenal. So those are like my top two teams that I root for. I remember as a kid watching Thierry on replay when he's no longer playing, but he's just, mega famous soccer player. Loved him. I think he's like the first soccer player I ever remember seeing on TV, like watching with my dad. So those are my two teams that I root for, both London teams. There's a bit of a rivalry there, but honestly, I kind of watch all of the teams. I like to see how they're doing. Like, for example, there's this kind of like underdog team named Brentford, and so I want them to do well because they came up to the Premier League from like the second level a few years ago, and they've been doing good. I love Tottenham. I love Everton. I was just watching Everton. What's another team? Of course I love watching Manchester City. I mean, people have mixed feelings about them because they've been so dominant. I think they've won the last 2 to 3 seasons in a row. I would say they're like, if not the best soccer team I've ever watched, like 11-man team. I mean, they're just one of the best teams I've ever seen. I love watching Erling Haaland. He's just ridiculously talented. He makes it look so easy. Like he just looks like he's having so much fun. And you forget that like he's so crazy talented. I also really like Kevin De Bruyne. He's like the redheaded guy on Manchester City. There's so many good players on Man City. And even though it's painful to watch Manchester City play like Chelsea, we had to play them first this year, and of course we lost. I just really enjoy watching talented soccer players, so I'm not really like anti any team because I'll watch them all. Soccer, yay, my favorite club. It's tied. I would say tied between Chelsea and Arsenal. Arsenal is so classic in my head, but I would say those two are tied. Chelsea and Arsenal. Saba, I'm not qualified to give any kind of health advice. I don't have any like licenses, so I can't tell you what to do, but I'm sorry that you're in that situation. Buttered chicken. LOL, everyone I know says the same. Mine was the fish and chips. Where do you belong? Says Mars Mission. I belong right here in Minnesota. It's my favorite place in the whole wide world. Real Madrid. I love Real Madrid. Oh my gosh, you guys. I went to the Real Madrid stadium. And is it Santiago Bernabeu? I think that's, yeah, in Madrid. And this was back in 2013 when it was like the mega team. There was Cristiano Ronaldo. There was, I think Kevin Prince Boateng. Um, Oh my gosh, the guy with the really frizzy hair, he was great. I think Luka Modric was there, Tony Kroos from Germany, Sergio Ramos, the defender. It was just like this amazing team. I was like, I don't think there's any team that's better than this one right now in the whole wide world. So I do like Real Madrid, I just don't watch La Liga. I pretty much only watch the English Premier League. I don't really follow American soccer. I mean I support our local team here in Minnesota. It's called Minnesota United FC. The Loons is like our mascot slash our name. So, but I don't really follow MLS here. I'm such a Euro person that that's where I invest all my time watching. Whatever. Ooh, great question. Messi or Ronaldo? Ronaldo. I really enjoy watching Messi. He's incredibly talented. This is no I will never like diss Messi because he's a prodigy and he's amazing. But I will always say Cristiano Ronaldo because I have never seen a human being play the way that that man plays soccer. It's such a privilege to get to watch. I'm so grateful that I got to grow up watching him in his prime playing soccer at Manchester United and Real Madrid. I don't watch him as much now because he plays in Saudi Arabia at Al Nasser. But I mean, I watch like he has a YouTube channel, so I'll like I'll watch his videos over there. It's really funny. Indian food is nice, however, my favorite Indian dish was not vegan. Hello, which country do I belong to? I am an American. Maradona, yeah, he's a legend. My mom loves to say she had the biggest crush on Maradona back in the day. She thought he was so beautiful. Yep, I'm from the USA. Hello everybody, welcome back to YouTube. Santiago Bernabeu. Yeah, what a stadium. It was so cool. Barcelona all day. You're from India, says Mars Mission. Yeah, I'm like obsessed with soccer, you guys. I know a ton about specifically the English Premier League, but I feel like I know a decent amount of like Bundesliga soccer in Germany, Ligue 1 in France, a few clubs here and there like Galatasaray in Turkey or Olympiakos in Greece. Like I really do love soccer so much. It's by far my favorite sport. Hi, Bill from Kentucky. Nice. I've never been to Kentucky, but would love to go. Hi, Sir Ooch. San Jose Earthquakes. Soccer must be brutal on your kneecaps. Yeah, I think it would be brutal. Actually, you're spot on, Sir Ooch, because my dad had a horrible soccer injury when I was a kid. He played for his like company team, so he worked for a company here in Minnesota and they happened to have like a corporate soccer team and they would play against like other companies' soccer teams just for fun. It wasn't like competitive or paid. And I remember going to his game when I was really little, when I was probably like, I would say like maybe 10 years old, right around that age. And it was so sad. He was playing, and they were playing on a really bad field with lots of holes, and it was uneven, and there was dirt patches. It just wasn't a great playing field. And I don't know how it happened, but he ended up like tearing the meniscus in his knee and he had this really intense surgery. You can still see the stitching and the scars from where it was. I mean, it was like brutal. So he had a terrible knee injury from soccer, and I mean, he's still able to like run, he bikes, but I mean, it was just really sad to see him get injured when I went to go see him. Ronaldo Prime 777. How old are you? If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find out because I like to do birthday vlogs for each of my birthdays. And I recently had a birthday in September, and I posted a video about like what I did for my birthday. So you will be able to find out how old I am if you if you go to my channel. You know, a lot of soccer or real football, like I call it here in the USA. I know I will sometimes say football, but you know, in the US, everyone thinks, oh, you're talking about like the NFL, like the Chiefs or the New England Patriots. I feel like I know the most about soccer if we're talking about like all the sports out there. By far, I know the most about soccer, football, like, you know, playing with your feet football. And then the second sport that I know the most about as far as teams would be American football, the NFL. What are your views about India? I feel like I don't have any opinions about like their government or their politics. I know most about like their history. Like I know some about Gandhi. I know about like their cuisines. I know about like the languages that are spoken there and the different regions. So, yeah, I feel like I know kind of like the basics about India, but not a ton where I can make like opinions. There are a lot of Indians in America working in tech giants like Microsoft, Oracle, and Google. Yeah, actually my dad, he's not retired, but he was a like software engineer guy, like loved computers, loved coding, like that kind of stuff. And he had many, many colleagues in his IT department who were Indian immigrants to the United States, or people who he would work with virtually, like on a team virtual call, who were Indians. So he definitely worked with a lot of Indians in his field who were also like computer IT guys. Subscription added. Thank you, whatever. Hi, Scarlett Allen. Hello. Hi to you back, young lady. So young people must get hurt like that all the time. That's why all the soccer players are so young. I mean, yeah, I think, you know, with soccer or football, as everyone else calls it outside the United States, I think you have to be really, really careful. I've seen some really scary, nasty injuries in the Premier League, like slide tackles that just like destroyed this guy's leg, or they twisted something, or they pulled a hamstring. So I think it's really, really incredible when you have a player like Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, he's gonna be either 39 or 40 years old in February. I do know his birthday, you guys. That's how obsessed I am with Cristiano Ronaldo. I absolutely love him. Not because of his looks, but truly because of how talented he is. Like, just a wonderful, wonderful guy. And the fact that he talks about like he really wants to stay fit, and he does all these workouts and trainings, and he watches what he eats, because I think he loves soccer so much that he just doesn't ever want to stop playing. And so he's so incredibly fit, and he's almost 40 years old, and he's playing against like teenagers. There's 17, 18, 19 year olds that he's playing against and playing with on like the Portugal team. It's really sad to watch your favorite players grow older and then retire, because I mean, I really think I will be so sad the day that he announces his official retirement from soccer, because I've watched him since I was probably like 15 or 16. I mean, it's been half of my life I've watched him. So there's a few players that end up making it all the way up to like the late 30s, even 40, but it's pretty rare. Have a good day. Happy to meet you. Nice talking to you. Thank you so much for the good luck wishes. Go Patriots. Freshly Wild. Hi, Freshly Wild. Imagine your favorite Disney princess heroine playing soccer. Hi, Abhijit. Am I an epidemiologist? I'm not an epidemiologist, Freshly Wild, but I did have to take an epidemiology class for my master's degree. So for those of you who don't know, I have a master's degree in public health, but I was focused more on like the legal policy side of public health, like what laws are being passed, that kind of thing, for like public health measures. But as part of my master's program, they did require everyone to take an epidemiology class. And it was very, very hard. I found it challenging. It was really interesting, but I am not an epidemiologist, no. Your favorite princess of Disney is Justin Bieber, right? Uh, I am a huge Justin Bieber fan. I have seen Justin Bieber in concert. I love Justin Bieber. I know some people like give him a hard time and think he's just a goofy guy, but I I love Justin Bieber. I'm a Justin Bieber fan girly. You're so pretty. You look so young. Thank you, Scarlett. That's kind of you to say. Um, yes. Yep. I think I don't. I mean, I know about Kamala Harris. But yeah, I do think that's right that she has Indian heritage. Yep. I love Burger King too much, so I'll age at an average rate. Oh, Rachel's on here. Hi, Rach. Have you gone and gotten your race packet for tomorrow's race? Are you excited? Playing their game needs to stop, and now they have to do something like Michael Jordan and sell shoes. Yeah, Sir Ooch, it's something that I wonder about with like professional athletes. I know, like for example, Cristiano Ronaldo very recently set up his YouTube channel, and he was breaking all these records because he was like, I think he set the record for the fastest YouTuber to get to 5 million subscribers because he's so famous. I would argue he's like the most famous person on earth. And so I like instantly subscribed to his YouTube channel. But my sister, Rachie, was saying that it probably was a smart move for him to set up a YouTube channel because, he's reaching the end of his career, and it probably will be helpful for him to have a YouTube channel going forward because you can make, when you have that many subscribers like he does, he's got so many millions of subscribers. It's a good it's a good source of income after you've retired from sports. Okay, questions. Okay. Justin Bieber fan. Oh no, says whatever. I know. I feel like whenever you say you're a Justin Bieber fan, I think like at least half of the people in the room would be like, "Oh God, Justin Bieber." I roll, but I happen to really like Justin Bieber. He's very talented, you guys, despite the headlines you might see about him. What do you think about humans losing abilities like super strength and telepathy? I don't think people have those abilities. Do you have a kid? I don't have a kid, Scarlett. Oh, nice. Okay, I will listen to almost anything, but give me new metal like Korn any day. Yeah, I'm similar, honestly. I try to keep an open mind. I'm trying to think of like music genres that I don't really like, and it tends to be kind of like I would say like folksy music. Personally, I don't really enjoy. Um, what's another one? Hard to say because I mean I go through different genres like country, metal, punk, pop, and I can think of people immediately whose music I like who fall into that genre. So I would say like folksy, like bluegrass I don't really like, and maybe like choir music, it's okay. And then R&B is kind of like meh. Wouldn't pick it as my number one. Do you know any civilization called Indus Valley? I have heard of the Indus Valley. I remember having to learn about that in my history classes. Very cool. Oh, Rachel, you just woke up. Okay, it sounds like you and I both had like sleeping in Saturdays because I woke up at 11:30 today. I set an alarm for like 10 a.m. I was like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be like, getting up with some time left, but I just could not bring myself to get out of bed. So I ended up sleeping until 11:30. Sir Ooch, you could sell shoes on your YouTube channel and merchandise that will always be around. Yep. Hanabi, your poll has me stumped. Ooh, good. Those are the kind of polls that I like when people are like wondering and not guessing correctly. Aziz, hi. I hope you're having a good day, Aziz. Scarlett, I don't have a kid. Nope. Nope. Okay, so the poll, there's 94 votes. I'm going to close it in 10 minutes because I like to close it right around the 1 hour mark. It looks like Cinderella has 31%. Oh, this is great. You guys are so split between the Disney princesses. I consider that a success. That's like a really good poll question, in my opinion. If one of the options is getting like way more of the votes than any of the others. I'm like, ugh, dang it. Garuda Legends, what do you think about meat eaters who cook amazing vegan food or vegan friends, family, and not themselves? Honestly, I think it's amazing. Like, I've watched food competition shows where they have a challenge, like on the Great British Baking Show. There was an episode where they made all of the contestants make only vegan food. And so, people were really struggling, but they still made really, really beautiful food. So I think it's cool when people can make vegan food who normally wouldn't make vegan food. And also too, I think it's like a good skill to have if you're a vegan and you can cook meat, you can cook cheese, make a dish with like cheese and eggs for friends and family, who would like to eat that type of food. So I mean, I think it's good to have some skills both ways. New subscriber, hi Kylie, thank you. Rachel Gore, so okay, you guessed Mulan. Do you have any pets? No, but boy, have I been thinking about getting a pet. Oh my goodness. I love dogs so much. My parents have a dog, and I go to see my parents quite often. And so I feel like I kind of get my little time, like I feel like I almost have like a pet because I get to go over and play with my parents' dog, but I don't have all the responsibilities that come with a pet, and that's kind of what's kept me from making the leap and getting a dog or a cat, because I would still say right now I really don't want the added chores of taking care of a pet. Like, you have to take them out, at least with a dog, you have to take them out to go to the bathroom a couple of times a day at least. You have to go and buy their food, you have to feed them, you have to bathe them, you have to go to the veterinarian, you have to make sure that they have their shots, their vaccines. There's just like all of, I think of all the extra steps that I would have, like the extra chores I would have to do in my life currently if I were to get a dog, even a cat too. I mean, you still have to, take them to the vet every now and then, get them food, buy a litter box, change their litter box, clean up cat hair and dog hair. Like my friends who have pets, like they make sure to like roll out like if they have business clothing, they don't want like cat hair and dog hair on their clothes. So all of those things, I'm just not quite ready to commit to all of those extra tasks. But I think I will be ready someday. How many years did you go to school? I went to school, so like K through 12 in the United States. So that's like about 12 years. And then I went to college for 4 years, undergrad, and then I went to graduate school, and that was 3 years. So, boy, that's like about, 20 years in total of my life I was in school. New subscriber, thank you, Kylie is the best. Back to the Future, I still think it's Princess Jasmine. Is your favorite princess winning the poll? I'm not going to say that because it would kind of clue you guys in as to who the answer would be. Yay, we made it to 100 votes in the poll, guys. This is great. Oh, Luke. Okay, welcome back. I remember you. It looks like you didn't see the answer to the poll question. My artist that I haven't seen yet. You said Billie. You're correct, Luke. I have not seen Billie Eilish. I think the other options were Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, and who was the other one? Her, Her, very talented guitarist, vocalist, etc. So you were correct, Luke. I have yet to see Billie Eilish. I'll probably see her at some point. I feel like I'm not great with like the Gen Z artists. I haven't seen Billie. I haven't seen Sabrina Carpenter. I haven't seen Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know if Chappell Roan is Gen Z. Rachie, you could probably help me out there. Cats are less responsibility, says Luke. Yes. Thank you, new subscribers. Yes, thank you, Back to the Future. Yep, dogs need a lot of attention, for sure. If you feed your pet human food like meat or live a lot longer. I like dogs, but I'm more of a cat person. I have 2 cats. Oh, wow, that's a long time, 15 years. How long did you post YouTube? I've been on YouTube for over 4 years now. I started in 2020. Luke says, I'm two for two. Her is amazing. My sister and I went to go see her, and I was like, dude, this girl, her guitar skills, that's probably my favorite artistic challenge in, like, or not challenge, artistic, what word am I looking for? Artistic, like, talent in the music space. Anyone who can, like, shred a guitar is just like, you instantly are like a 10 out of 10 musician in my head. Country, country, country. I'm trying to think of my favorite country artists right now. I really, really like Morgan Wallen, you guys. I love his music. I just, I would say that's my favorite country artist at the moment. Um, why do I love vegan food? Asks Tasnuva Tisha Faria. I just decided to go vegan when I was 18 because I read a lot of books. I asked some friends of mine at school why they went vegan. I watched some documentaries. Um, I think I love focusing on eating veggies and whole food. So that's primarily why I love vegan food. I feel like I don't know, eating food that's really good for me. I try to eat unprocessed food and just have like mostly veggies and like beans for my protein source. Yeah, that's primarily why I like eating veggies mostly. It kind of forces me to eat more veggies than I would otherwise. Do I have any siblings? Uh, yes, Scarlett. I have one sibling. I have a younger sister. She's actually a mod in this chat. It's Rachel Gore. She is my sister. Okay, thanks, Rach. Chapel Roan. I think I'm saying that right. Chapel Roan is Gen Z. We feed our dog fresh pet brand dog food. Oh, she's a 98. Oh my gosh, that's so young. Crazy. Do you have any cousins in other countries? I think I might have some cousins in Ethiopia, TBD. Morgan Wallen, yes. Okay, I would say if I could pick an artist to see next, it would be Morgan Wallen. I mean, the list is very long. I would love to see Billie. I'd love to see Olivia Rodrigo. I'd love to see, um, Morgan Wallen. Yeah, just there's many. Avril Lavigne, that's another one. She's like one of my favorite first artists I ever listened to. Cover Me Up, nice song. Did you ever consume meat ever? Yes. Freshly Wild. I grew up from age 0 to age 18. Roughly, I think it was 18. I ate everything. Literally, like, I mean, I would say except for like organ meats, like no kidneys, no stomachs, no like pig knuckles, like nothing like that, but just kind of like your traditional meats. Like I ate bacon, I ate turkey, I ate bologna, I ate pastrami, like all the deli meats, all the cheeses. My favorite cheese was Havarti cheese. I loved it. And also those little like red Baby Bell cheese rounds. I loved those. I loved summer sausage, cottage cheese, regular dairy milk, regular dairy ice cream. Literally, I grew up as an omnivore. I had everything. This ain't Texas, this is poker. I don't know how the song goes. Oh, Texas Hold'em, I think, by Beyonce. That's the song I think you're talking about, Big Tim McGraw or Garth Brooks for me. Hi, sis Rachel. Have you ever thought about celebrating with another vegan live cook? Ooh, maybe. Like, oh, do you mean, oh, I think I understand what you're saying, Garuda Legends, like doing another live where I'm cooking. Yes, I'm thinking about, I think it takes a little more planning to do those, so I think coming up I'll do another live in my kitchen where I'm like on my phone like this, but like chopping food and like preparing food. What food do you don't like? Asks Scarlett. There's several foods I don't like. I've tried them and it's just like I have a texture thing, so I really don't like shredded coconut. It's kind of my theory is I just don't like food that has like fibers or kind of like a string consistency. It kind of reminds me of pulling hair out of food that you've eaten, which is so gross. So I really don't like shredded coconut. I really don't like celery. I don't like the strings in the celery stalk. What's another one? Oh, I really don't like peppers. And it's a bummer because whenever I go to like a Tex-Mex restaurant or Chipotle, the fajita veggies are mostly peppers. And I don't like any kind of pepper except jalapeno pepper and like banana pepper. Like kind of the smaller, spicier peppers I like, but just like the bell peppers, serrano peppers, ugh, so gross. I do not like peppers. Um, yeah, bologna is like a mix of all of like the scrap meat. It's like, oof, I made the mistake of asking ChatGPT what's in bologna. And it's like all the parts you can think of that are kind of like the leftover parts that just get like processed down into this like mixture meat, which is bologna. And I'm like, oh gosh, I don't like thinking about eating that now. It's kind of gross. Okay. What do you think about being pescatarian or following the Mediterranean diet? I will say this. I actually do, like, I remember when I was training for my marathon in 2019, and I had this really, really intense craving specifically for fish. So while I was training for that marathon, and this is like, I was mostly vegan, but occasionally I would have salmon and I would have like battered cod, like fish and chips, because it's just, I don't know, during that training cycle I had such an intense craving for fish that I was like temporarily during those 4 months of training I actually was like pescatarian basically. Like I was a vegan, like all vegan except for fish. Um where are you from? I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Whatever. Hello. I think Garuda Legends meant collaborating with another vegan channel. I would love that. I mean, I think that'd be so fun. I eat anything that moves. Oops, I gotta pop up here. What do you, what do you hate? Like, what do you really hate? I mean, I would say like in that category, it's really just food items. I feel like there's not like people who I would say I really hate or I don't know, places. It's really just I think foods I really don't like. Maybe bugs. I would say like I don't know. I even have a hard time saying that I hate bugs because they are like really so important to our uh what's the word? Ecological systems. Like I real for example, I really don't like spiders, but I would never say that I hate spiders because they actually eat like pests, like mosquitoes. Like they're helpful and they're so important for nature. So I would say the only things I hate are like really gross foods. Um yeah, okay, Garuda Legends. Thank you for clarifying. I would be very happy to collaborate with any vegan channel out there. Also, I'm seeing that we're past the 1 hour mark, so I'm gonna close the poll. I'm gonna give you guys like another 5 seconds to vote. If you haven't, go and vote. Guess my favorite Disney female character. All right. So let's close this now. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see that you guys were so torn. My favorite Disney princess slash heroine is Mulan. I love Mulan. She's so cool. Yeah. Good job, Rach. When I saw that you guessed Mulan, I was like, you know me. Yeah, I just remember thinking as a kid I was watching Mulan for the first time and I was like so it was so like impressive and so shocking when she decides that she's gonna go and take her father's place for like to go into war and she like cuts off her hair and is like pretending to be a male soldier and I remember thinking I was like oh no she's like this is gonna be so difficult for her because like these are all male soldiers and she's gonna have to like keep up with them and train with them like it was very like compelling to watch as a kid and then like of course she does well. I love that scene where she's like climbing the pole with her two medallions that she wraps around and then she's like she makes it to the top and gets the arrow. So cool. The soundtrack is so good. So yes, I'm a Mulan fan through and through. Scarlett is asking, what animals or insects are you afraid of? Oof, many. I'm afraid of any kind of bee, any kind of like hornet wasp thing that can sting you. I've never been stung in my life, you guys, by any kind of bee, wasp, hornet thing. So I just, ugh, yuck. They terrify me. I will like run away if I'm eating at like a restaurant and a bee is coming. I will like stand up and like swat at it or run away. Like I just don't want to be stung ever. So I'm afraid of those insects and I'm afraid of centipedes. Oh my, ugh. The legs, all those legs. I just they terrify me. And spiders. I can deal with like the little tiny spiders, like the white ones that are pretty like transparent. Even the little ones that are kind of like jumpy, they're so tiny that they don't really scare me. It's kind of once the spider is like this big and it's like kind of thick, yeah, so I would say like those are the three kinds of bugs that really, really freak me out the most. Hi, M. Rahim. Whatever says should go to Vietnam to taste snake wine. Whoa. Rahim said Mulan. Nice. Oh, Back to the Future. What did you guess? Rachel, you know me too well. It's true. It's Mulan. Yes, whatever. It's Mulan. She's my fave. M. Rahim, I just tuned in a minute ago. Mulan is actually good. She breaks the mold of women being warriors. Yeah, it's so cool. And I think like it's based on a real woman who lived thousands of years ago in China. And I think it's called like the Ballad of Mulan or something like that. I don't know if it's like a poem or I don't know what it is, but I think it's based on like this ancient text that talks about a woman who decided to go to war instead of her father. I have to Google Mulan. That's okay. One of my favorite movie quotes is from that movie. How could you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you. Oh my gosh, wow. That was Mushu who said that. Cause I think it's whoever the Hun guy is. What's his name? The villain in that. He was so scary watching that as a kid. That like the leader of the Huns. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna have to help me here. I don't remember who like the main bad guy was, but he's just going through villages, just like burning things down and just terrorizing people. He was so scary. But I remember when Mulan is like setting up her little firecracker thing to aim at him, and then I think Mushu is on top of it, and then she ends up aiming for the mountaintop to create an avalanche instead of hitting him. But that's a great quote, Ernest. I'm glad that you I'm glad that you brought that up, and can we all appreciate how hysterical Mushu is in that movie? Thank you, Leo. You're not the first person to say that. Someone was telling me on another live that I should see if I'm related to Sade. And Rachie, actually, my sister who's a mod in here, Rachel Gore, she was the first person to like. I didn't know who Sade was. I had never heard of her. And so Rachie shared a picture of Sade with me, or she said like, "Oh, you kind of look like Sade. That's like a celebrity look-alike of yours." And then I googled it, and I was like, "Oh, I do see the resemblance here." So thank you, Leo. So you have arachnophobia. Do you have any other phobias? Yes, I definitely have arachnophobia. You guys, I try my absolute best to not smash the spiders that make it into my home. I rescued one the other day and it was so terrifying, but I took like a little like Tupperware container. I don't think I have one nearby to show you, but like I just kind of trapped it and then I like flung it out my window because I was like, I don't want to touch you. I'm so afraid of you, but I also don't want to like kill you. So arachnophobia for sure, and then other phobias. Not really. Not a lot of things like really. I mean, it would be like a fear of centipedes, a fear of like bees, just getting stung by something. It's kind of like insect based fears. Oh, is it true that bees are killed to make avocados? I don't know. That's wild. Let me subscribe to you. Thank you, Scarlett. I appreciate it if you do subscribe. Did you watch that scary movie, The Human Centipede? Absolutely not. No. I love scary movies, guys. I love them so much. But I do draw the line when it becomes like just gory, ugh, just like really grotesque, gory stuff. Like I've never watched Saw. I've never watched Hostel. I don't think I've seen maybe like a little bit of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like I just I love more like kind of suspenseful where there's actually some like brain, like you're trying to like solve like what's gonna happen, guessing the plot twists, like sure some goriness, but when it's just really really disturbing grotesque stuff like that, I just don't it almost doesn't even scare me at that point. It's just like really gross to watch. So I don't think I'll ever watch The Human Centipede because it's just so it's really like sickening. I don't like to watch that kind of stuff. I'm a huge Mulan fan. I love it. That makes two of us, Scarlett. I had a camel spider run up my leg when I was in. Oh my, no. No, no, no. Oof. Yeah. I can't. I don't even know how I would have reacted to a camel spider running up my leg. No. Back to the Future guest Princess Jasmine. Garuda Legends, you got stung 2 times on your forehead. No. Oh no. Wow. That's really, really tough. Hi, Alexandra. I'm doing well. I'm actually about to head over to my parents' house. I'm just going to check the time. I should probably hop off here in the next like few minutes or so because my dad is coming home from a 6-week trip to Ethiopia. That's his home country, and he spent a lot of time there. It was his first time back there since he immigrated to the United States. So I'm very excited. He's literally landing in, actually, oh my God, he's landing like right now. So actually, I should get over to my parents' house because I want to like surprise him and film his return home. So I'm having a great day, Alexander. I hope you're having a great day too. Best moment, Raheem. Sorry, I'm behind on these comments, I realize. Yeah, I really liked watching Mulan and the Hun character. Shan Yu! Yes, Shan Yu. Shan Yu gets covered in the avalanche. I was like, yes, nice, Mulan. Shan Yu. Do you know any languages, Scarlett? So I majored in German, so I can speak Deutsch. I know a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Amharic, which is my dad's language. I feel like I know kind of like a handful of words here and there. Like, I took a semester of Russian. I spent a summer learning Turkish. Like, it's kind of like this hodgepodge of like, I know a few words here and there, but I would say I can speak German pretty fluently. Eddie Murphy was born to voice Mushu. Yes. Thank you, Garuda Legends. Sade looks like you're a younger version. Oh, cool. I love that. Smooth operator. I look like the type of girl that drinks hot chocolate in the morning. I love that comment, Coco Johnbo 23. I love chocolate so much. I eat plenty of chocolate. I feel like I am supporting the cocoa and chocolate industry by my chocolate consumption. I do love hot chocolate. I haven't had it yet this kind of fall season, but I'll definitely be drinking it during the winter season coming up. Ah, Rahul Kamar. Hi, ma'am. You're very beautiful. And where are you from? Wonderful to see you. Thank you, Rahul. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm half black, half white, half Ethiopian, half like a Euro mix. Yes, Ernest. I'm more of a psychological thriller type of movie. The best one that I saw recently is Trap by M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan is my favorite horror slash psychological thriller movie director. Love it. Like a murder mystery, like the movie Scary. Yeah, I like murder mysteries. Wie heißt du? Ich heiße Hannah. Ich bin ein. I don't know what that doesn't mean anything. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Sir Ooch. I love reading the comments and reacting to them. It's so funny to see what you guys say. Hi, Jeffrey Green. Rahul, some people have guessed that I'm Indian. I think because I'm mixed, half black, half white, the complexion that I have, which is like, tannish skin with dark hair, dark features, I think some people think, I think it's easy to see why people guess different ethnicities. I've gotten anything from like Mexican, South American, Caribbean, Indian, Middle Eastern, Arab, Egyptian, like just tons of people or tons of guesses from different parts of the world, which I kind of like. Bye, whatever. Bye. Sorry, you're probably already gone by the time I'm reading this. Hi, Jasmine. I remember you. Hello. Good to see you again. Can you say something or a sentence in German? Yes, let me think. Ich heiße Hanna. Ich war in München, Deutschland von September 2016 bis Juni 2017. I was in Munich from September 2016 to June 2017. Are you Indian? No, I'm not Indian at all. I am not married. Okay, I think I'm caught up. How many had told you that you are looking like an Indian? Quite a few over the years. I mean, I don't keep a count of, what people guess, but a solid number of people have guessed or asked if I'm Indian. Would you enjoy living in Germany? I did live in Germany, fun fact. I spent a year there. I taught English at 2 schools in Munich, Germany. This was right after I graduated from college. I majored in German, and I figured this would be really fun to live in Germany for a whole year, get to use my German major, even if I don't really get to use it in the long run. I loved living in Germany, and I've been to Germany multiple times. I spent a summer there when I was 16. I studied abroad there for a semester in college, my junior year, and then I went back and lived there for a full year teaching English, and I loved it. I mean, Germany, there's so many wonderful things to say about Germany. It's extremely clean, it's extremely safe, quality of living is very high. Everyone there, at least in the cities, speaks great English, so it's actually tricky to practice your German when you're still learning German, because when you go over there and you want to practice at like a restaurant or a bank or just on the street, they'll hear your little mistakes, or they'll hear that your accent isn't like a native accent, and they'll immediately switch to English because they're like, oh, she's not a native German speaker, I'll switch to English out of convenience for this person. And it's like, it's so frustrating, but they speak English so well. I would say of all the countries out there that learn English as their non-official language, or like a second language, they speak English so well. Very organized. Public transit over there is amazing. It's a wonderful place. I can't say enough great things about Germany. Kannst du Deutsch? Ja, ich kann Deutsch. Ich kann fast fließig Deutsch, so I'm like almost fluent, but not quite. How old are you? If you go to my channel, I recently made a birthday vlog about my age, so you can check it out there. I kind of like happy endings, Garuda Legends. Brian Fury. What's your favorite season and why? It's autumn. We're currently in autumn. I love autumn because of the colors, the weather, and my birthday is technically a late summer birthday, but I love having it kind of lead into fall. I've never visited India, Rahul. Hi, BM Motivational Talks. I like Amsterdam better than Germany. I love Amsterdam. I went there with my best friend from high school. We actually went to the Anne Frank house, which was very moving to see where she was hiding with her family. So we saw in the museum in the Anne Frank house, there's actually pages from her diary that are written, that she wrote about her life when she was in hiding. I also went to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, and I'm a huge fan of Van Gogh. Actually, my favorite coffee mug, guys, is The Starry Night by Van Gogh. So Van Gogh is another highlight from my time in Amsterdam. Oh wow, we got a lot of German in here. I love it. Meinst du, dass sie die Gedanken genommen, die wir gedacht haben, wollen, dass wir denken, dass unsere Gedanken... Oh my god, this is like a very... You're asking me a very heady thing, Brian Fury. Hannah, I got a conference to attend. Gotta go. Okay, bye, Sir Uch. Have a good time at your conference. That the thoughts genommen, die wir gedacht haben, and wollen, dass wir. Okay, that's really painful to read. Scarlett, when is your birthday? It's in September. Welcome to India. Mine's on April 1st. Have you ever heard about Taj Mahal? Of course, world famous. Did you watch the movie The Pianist? I was just scrolling through movies and I saw The Pianist come up. It has Adrian Brody, who I love. He's such a good actor, so talented. And I know he's in The Pianist, but I didn't click on that movie. But now that you mention it, I might, in fact, watch The Pianist. Did you get a Pikachu Van Gogh card? No. See Figler, crazy cute. Thank you. You guys, I'm realizing that I'm like yapping and yapping, and I don't want to be late for my dad's arrival. So I hate to like cut this very short, but I actually think I'm gonna get going because I want to welcome my dad home. I want to go grab some like chocolates and flowers and be like, "Hey, Dad, like welcome back to America." So I'm gonna end this chat, but I'm gonna try to catch a few of your comments here. Do you know any Korean movies? Yes, I do. There's some Korean actors who I just adore. I know I love horror movies, as some of you know, and I love Train to Busan. That's a Korean movie. That's like one of the best horror movies I've seen in the last decade. Definitely go check it out. It's in subtitles because it's originally spoken in Korean. But there's a guy he's in Squid Game. He's like a very famous Korean actor. I think he's so cute. But he's the main guy in Train to Busan. So if you're looking for a good horror movie that happens to be a Korean movie, watch Train to Busan. Are Germans more vegan than most people? I don't know that question. Lots of great vegan options though in Germany. The Pianist. I will watch it. Coco Jumbo 23. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you. Oh, Snowpiercer. Okay, I'll add that to my list. Bye, Back to the Future. Parasite. Yes, I loved Parasite. Wonderful. Yes, I may go live from my parents' home. We'll see. No promises, but thank you so much, Garuda. I'm very excited to see my dad. All of Us Are Dead. Oh yeah, I've seen it. I'm waiting for the next like season of that to come out. I watched it when it was out in like 2022 or something. As a zombie movie fanatic and someone who will watch anything zombie related, like Walking Dead, even The Last of Us is kind of zombie-ish. I'm waiting for All of Us Are Dead to come back. Take care, young lady. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Ernest. Thank you all. I will see you guys in the next live. TBD. It may be later today from my parents' house. We'll see. Maybe I can get my dad to join a YouTube live. That would be kind of fun, right? So yes, I'm gonna close this down. Say goodbye to all of you. It's been really fun talking to you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Or evening or rest or whatever. So I will catch you guys again very soon. Bye.